Right, so over here, just through the table that we did in our TUT, in round 1, you have 1 added into A, 2 into B, 3 into C. So your total in A is then 1, total in B is 2, and your total in C is 3. In round 2, you're adding 4 to A, 5 to B, and 6 to C. So your total in A after round 2 is just 4 plus 1, that gives you 5. In B, it's 5 plus 2, that just gives you 7. And 6 plus 10 gives you 9, and so forth, and so forth. Then, to work out a certain amount total in any given round in C, we're going to use Gauss's method. So in this case, we are going to look at the difference in C after every round. So round 1 it's 3, round 2 it's 9. Excuse me, in round 1 it's 3, round 2 it's 6, round 3 it's 9, round 4 it's 12, and so forth. So we're just going to look at the difference between all of these, and you will see that it is a constant 3. So we're going to write down all of the numbers that we have over here. In this case, we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 21, 24, and 21 and 24. Why do I stop at 24? If we look at the total, or how to calculate the number that we are adding in C, we're taking our row number, or the round number, and we're multiplying it by 3. So 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3, 6. 3 times 3 it would be 9, and 4 times 3 would be 12. Then I asked you in round 8, so if this was round 8, how much would we add in C, and then what would the total be? So again, if we follow this pattern, your round number times 3 would give you your total that you added. We can see that 8 times 3 is 24. So we need to carry on this pattern, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, until we get to 24. Then, as soon as we did that, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, you will see that there are exactly 8 terms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because we took the 8, we just multiplied it by 3. Then, you take your first number and you add it to the second number. You take your second number, you take the first number, you add it to the last number. You take the second number, you add it to the second last number. You take your third number and you add it to the third last number. If you see that it's a constant number that you keep on getting, so you know that you're on the right path. So if you take the first term, 3, and you add it to the 24, you get a 27. If you take the second term, you plus it by the second last term, you get a 27. So you know you're on the right path. Then you take the 27 over. You multiply the 27 by the amount of groups of two numbers that you make up. So the 3 and the 24 is one group. The 6 and the 21, second group. 9 and the 18, third group. And 12 and 15 is your fourth group. So 24 times the amount of groups, so 27 times 4, and then that would give you 108. So your total stones in C in round 8 would be 108 stones. So you would add 24, and your total would be 108. Right, then if you want to figure out how much you added to every column, if that makes sense, for C, you have your term number multiplied by 3. For B, you have your term number multiplied by 3, and you will deduct your term number. And then for A, you will have your term number multiplied by 3, and then you will deduct twice your term number. So term number is just your row. So if I'm talking about term 1, you'll just have row 1. Term 2 is row 2, and so on. Anyway, so if I, for example, I want to know how much would be in A in round 26, for an example. Then, again, remember we said in row 1, you're multiplying it by 3 to get the amount in C. So 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, and so forth. So if I want to know what the total is that I'm adding in 26, the 26th term, just taking 26, multiplying it by 3, and you know that you're adding 78. Easy maths. Then after that, again, what we want to do is figure out how to calculate the amount of groups. So we're going to do 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus 12 all the way. You don't actually need to write all of this until you get 72, 75, 78. Then again, as with the previous one, you're taking the first term and you're plussing it by the last term. Second one by the second last. Third by the third last, and so forth. If you see that you're getting a constant number, which in this case is 81, 3 plus 78 is 81, 6 plus 75 is 81, 9 plus 72 is 81, and so forth. You're taking this number, the 81, and you're multiplying it by the amount of groups. In this case, you're not going to be able to count all of your groups, but you will see that it is as easy as just taking your term number and dividing it by 2. With the previous one, we had 8, so we had 8, and we saw that there were 4 groups. So again, 8 divided by what gives you 4? Obviously, 2. So 26 term divided by 2 is 13. So you're multiplying 81 by 13 groups, and you have 1053. So the total in term 26, after you've added the 87, would be 1053.